what's up everybody? Danny from Danny Mac's Kitchen here. I am super excited today because I get to show you one of my favorite things. I'm going to show you how to make crab cakes with a really awesome mango jalapeno salsa and chive cilantro sour cream. Let me show you what you need to get started. So we're going to make the salsa first. So what you're going to need, we have a half of a red onion here, chopped. I have 2 tablespoons of really finely chopped cilantro. I have a half of a red bell pepper chopped, and I have a half of a jalapeno de-seeded and chopped really fine. Also, we're going to use a little sugar. I have a little salt. We're going to need some red wine vinegar, and we're going to use a really nice mango. And as you can see, it's really soft and ripe and ready to go. So let's go ahead and cut that up. So let's go ahead and cut this up. First, cut the ends off. We want to get this skin out of here, so go ahead. Just like that. I really like using mangoes. I love the flavor profile they have. They're really nice and sweet and juicy. This is also kind of like a Caribbean dish. It has like a Caribbean flair. A lot of Caribbean cooking utilizes exotic fruits, and I consider this an exotic fruit. So let's move that out of the way. There's a big pit in the middle of this mango that runs horizontally, so you're going to cut outside of it. Same as on the other side. And then there's just a little more meat on the sides that you can get off of there. It's a slippery sucker, so you gotta really hold on to it. Okay. Oh, I still got a little skin on there. Let's get that off. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a nice fine dice on this because it's going to look really awesome with the presentation. It doesn't have to be perfect, just, you know, try and keep it somewhat uniform. Let's go ahead and add this to our bowl over here. And really all we're doing now is adding all the ingredients that I pointed out to you. Get out of there. Okay, you're going to put 1 teaspoon of sugar, just a pinch of salt, and we're going to put in about 1 ounce of red wine vinegar. So go ahead, mix that up all good and nice. And there's different colors exploding at you. Just really want to get this, the salt and the whatchamacallit, the sugar dissolved in there. Now in a separate dish, just add the salsa to it because we're gonna actually put it in the refrigerator and reserve it so we can get on to our next step. You also want this to marinate for a little bit and really get those flavors coalescing. So yeah, just go ahead and throw it right in the fridge. And we're gonna move on to our next step. Okay, to the easiest part of the recipe. Let's make the sour cream with our lovely fresh cilantro here. Just pick off the tops. Make a nice little pile over here. Love me some cilantro. Right. Go ahead, chop that up. You really want to get a nice good chop with this. It'll just add more flavor to the sour cream. Nice and finely chopped. Let's go ahead and put this in the bowl. Okay, we're going to use 2 limes. Let's go ahead and cut them open. First, give them a quick roll. You get more juice out of it like that. Go on, cut them in half. And squeeze that juice right into the bowl. Give it a good squeeze, get all that juice out of there. Okay, almost done. We're gonna add our sour cream. I have 5 ounces here. Just a pinch of salt. And whisk away. Get a good mix in. Perfecto. All right, I like to put my sour cream sauce in a squeeze bottle because I like to make a really cool presentation with it. Takes a little time, so. Okay, so what we're going to be using today, we have 2 ounces of mayonnaise, I have 2 ounces of sour cream, 1.5 ounces of Dijon mustard. You can use any kind of mustard you really want, doesn't matter. I have 4 scallions chopped. I have some cayenne pepper, make it a little spicy. We're using 2 different types of crab meat today. I have claw meat, which comes from the claw. And I have a really nice jumbo lump crab, and this comes from the crab's leg muscles. Ideally, I would like to make it with all jumbo lump crab, but it gets a little expensive, and in today's economy, we have to accommodate somehow, so I'm gonna mix them together. Also, over here, we have some Japanese breadcrumbs. I have 1 cup actually. I have some reserved on the side, you'll see in a minute what we're using that for. It's just a coarser type of breadcrumb. And yeah, so let's get this assembled. Go ahead, get your crab meat in the bowl. And just really go ahead and get that mixed together pretty good. Yeah, just break it up, not too much though, but you really want to separate it a little bit. Got our mayo. Our sour cream. I got our mustard. Scallions, get them out of there. Let's go ahead and mix all that together. With this recipe, don't add any additional salt, because the mustard has salt enough in it. Alright, that's what you want. You want it to look really moist. Nothing worse than a dry crab cake. I'm going to put a little cayenne pepper in here, spice it up a little bit. You can do this, you know, according to your taste. That's like maybe, I don't know, teaspoon, not even. Go ahead and add your 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Continue mixing. Alright. At this point, I'm going to use my hands just because it's a lot easier. And just really get those breadcrumbs mixed in. But keep your mixture nice and airy and fluffy, because nobody likes a dense crab cake either. What the breadcrumbs do is that it absorbs some of the liquid and allows you to form the actual crab cake, which we're gonna do in about 30 seconds. See what I mean? It's not like dense. All right, let's form some cakes. Just grab a small little bowl. Just go ahead and make a cake out of it. Set that aside. I'd say with this mixture we're probably gonna get 10. Nice little cake. Please try and keep them around the same size. So we're almost done. And I lied to you, we're not gonna get 10 out of this mixture, we're gonna get 8. But that's enough definitely for 4 really rockin' appetizers. Or you can have it as an entree, but don't wanna leave any pieces in there. Okay, good enough. Voila. Now what you want to do is coat them with these panko / Japanese breadcrumbs. Okay, last one. All right, now go ahead, wash your hands and then preheat your oven to 375 degrees. It is about that time. Go right ahead and preheat your pan over medium-high heat for about 45 seconds. Okay, it's been about 45 seconds. Go ahead, get some olive oil in there. About 1 ounce. Go ahead and throw in a pat of butter. Just let that melt a little bit. And by the way, I'm really excited. This is my brand new saute pan. Isn't she pretty? Once that butter is melted, we should be ready to get our cakes going. Our objective here basically is to get them nice and golden brown on both sides. It's going to take, give or take, 2 minutes on each side. So let's just let that cook. For all intents and purposes, I'm only going to cook 2 right now because this will be a really long video if I do all 8 of them. Alright, go ahead, flip them over. See that? Getting a nice good sear on these, so it's going to get nice and crispy. You can get that real beautiful brown color on there. This, by the way, is a fish spatula. The reason we use it is because of the wide holes. It really allows the oil to drain when you pick up your item. Alright, let's see what they look like on the other side. Getting there. Okay. That's what you're looking for, a nice golden color. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead, place our cakes on a baking sheet, and we're going to put them in our preheated oven. For 5 minutes, we just want them to get heated thoroughly all the way through. Just about 5 minutes, let's get them out of here. 5 minutes has been an eternity. Don't forget about your salsa because it is ready to be used. Okay, let's plate them up. Some of this yummy salsa right on top. Don't be stingy. And our sour cream. I hope you really enjoy this as much as I do. I had a great time making it. Thanks for watching. This has been Danny Mac's Kitchen, and we'll see you soon.